So the first angel sounds his trumpet. There comes hail and fire mixed with blood. It's hurled down on the earth. Day one, God creates the heaven and the earth. Trumpet one, God deals with a portion of the earth as a symbol of his judgment. Could it be that what we're seeing here is like that cosmic renewal? If Genesis 1 tells us a story of creation, Revelation 8 and 9 tell us a story of decreation with a view to new creation. He's got to refine what's there. He's got to refine it with fire. It's like taking impure gold and setting it on fire so that the mess can be cleaned out. Genesis 1, heavens and earth created. Trumpet 1, a third of the earth is burned up. Second angel, something like a huge mountain, all ablaze, thrown into the sea. Genesis 1, day 2, God separates the waters from above and the waters below. He later names the waters below sea. And so that separation now, a third of the sea turned to blood, a third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. This, by the way, is one of the reasons this is symbolic literature. We don't want to mix up the sign and the thing the sign points to. Have you ever tried to dye a third of a gallon of water? Like get some food, like get home this afternoon, right? Get some food coloring and get a gallon of water and see if you can just color a third of it. That's not the point, is it? The point isn't that a third of the water is turned to blood. Literally, physically, like you're hanging out on the Gulf and you're like, oh, I don't want to get in there today. Put the red flag up or something. Like that's not what's happening here. It's a way of talking about God's judgment to deal with the rebellion with a view at the end of the book to new creation. Water is fluid. It mixes with itself. You can't just deal with part of it. This is an image, and it's focused on God's surgical procedure judgment. Third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star blazing like a torch fell from the sky on a third of the rivers, on the springs of water. That language, water, also shows up on day 3 in Revelation in the Greek translation of the Old Testament. The name of the star is wormwood. A third of the waters turned bitter, and many people died from the waters that had become bitter. And it seems to be the implication. Water, right, is like you build cities next to rivers. Why? Because you need water to live. And so in the garden, in the original creation, here's this instrument of life. And here, under God's judgment, that instrument of life has come to result in death. And John is trying to get us to see, like, here's how broad this curse is. Here's how extensive it is. Here's how big the implications of human rebellion is. It's not just me and my sin causing problems for me, and I got to deal with that, and you don't need to worry about me because it's my fault, and it doesn't impact, my sin doesn't impact you, does it? And John wants to say, no, you don't understand. Human rebellion is going to destroy the lives of a third of the people in the world. It's an image inviting us to realize that truncated individual visions of sin are wildly inadequate if we want to understand why Jesus came and offered his life for our redemption. Fourth angel sounded his trumpet. A third of the sun was struck. Again, it's an image. You don't want to. The point isn't to go out in a lovely afternoon with a full sun and sort of draw a pie chart and like a third of it gets blocked out and 2/3 of it are still shining bright. That's not what's going on here. Genesis 1, day 4. He placed a light to rule the day and a light to rule the night, and stars. He created it. And now he's decreating it. Not for its ultimate destruction, but to bring it into the new creation and to point the way to the Lamb who will be the light of the city at the end of the story. Genesis 1 is a story of creation. Revelation 8 is a story of decreation with a view to new creation.